everybody, it's Liza. It is Tuesday, August the 27th, and this is my 7th Talk to Me Tuesday? I want to say it's 7th. I think it's 7th. It has been crazy. The past couple weeks have been crazy for me, so I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I am still around. August is a month that brings up a lot of memories for me, and can be a little difficult at times, especially this past week is an extremely difficult time for me, and I'm not going to elaborate into why that is, but it's just difficult for me to even get out of bed some days. So it's been a challenging couple of weeks for me, but I'm back. I am doing things. I am trying to get back into the swing of things and moving on from those things that have happened, and looking forward to happier things. So I have a lot to share because it has been 2 weeks since I've shared with you guys. First thing I want to share is, and say thank you, is to Jennifer. I received this wonderfully awesome box in the mail that has all kinds of goodies in it that I absolutely love, and I thought I'd share a couple things with you guys. I won't share the whole thing because there's a lot of littler stuff in there, but I got all kinds of buttons and such. Of course, if I can get it out. Of course, there's the bag, which I absolutely love. I may try to recreate this, Jennifer, because this bag is awesome. I've used it a couple times already, and it's a great catch-all for everything. And what I really like is, I know she shared this on the video when she initially shared that she made this, but what I really like is this little rickrack trim right on the inside, so that I cannot lose my keys in my purse, which is always a challenge. And I also love that it has these outside pockets as well, which is great when I don't have pockets to put my cell phone in. I can just stick it in there and I can hear it. It's not buried in my purse, so when I hear it ringing, I don't have to go digging through everything in my purse to try to find it. I just know it's in an outside pocket and it works. But it's great. I've gotten quite a few compliments on it already. So it is rather awesome, and I love it, and thank you very much, Jennifer. Couple other things I will share that are in there is, I thought this was great. I laughed out loud when I opened this. Jennifer shared with me a pattern for bags, for different types of bags. It made me laugh because I think I've talked to you guys about finding a market bag 4 or 5 times now. I've talked to you guys a lot about it. But there is one bag in particular. Well, there are 2 bags in particular, but that I am probably going to try out. I haven't really opened up the pattern and looked at the sizes of everything and all that. I just saw what it was. But let's see if I can come in. This bag and this bag both really interest me to help me with my market bag problem. So the market bag problem has kind of been solved because one of the vendors that I go to got their own bags with their farm name on them and everything, and they gave us 10% off when we bring our bags back and all that. And that's great for holding my vegetables and everything, but I buy other things at the market too. So I still need another bag to carry the other items in. But that has definitely been a help, and that's what I've been using the past couple weeks when I've gone. But I'm going to try one of these bags out, and I will share it with you all when I do. I'm not a pattern person, so this should be interesting. I think maybe I've used a pattern twice, maybe. I've never used like a pattern like this, where you lay it out and you cut the fabric. I've never done that. That's just, for me, everything I've ever made that's similar to that, clothing and such that I've ever made, I actually kind of cut it out and go play with it as I go, which I know is not like an appropriate sewing thing to do, but I never really learned the appropriate way to do things anyways, so I just kind of make it up as I go along, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, oh well. I'll try again or play around with it until it does work. And it's never been a problem. So this should be interesting to see how this goes. I'll let you all know how this goes too, how using a pattern works for me. But she shared that. She shared a quilt pattern with me. My cat is running around, so if you're hearing weird noises, which I'm sure you are, it's her. Luna is having fun today. She got a new toy, so she has to play with the new toy all over the house. But Jennifer also shared another quilt pattern, or a quilt pattern with me. And there are stickers and ribbon, and there's some fabric in here, and this is some vinyl that I absolutely love. I'll probably make a little coin purse out of the vinyl. But let's see, what else is in here? Got some alphabet stamps, which I love these. There's some patches. There's a patch. Which I just now noticed has a little pocket in it. I didn't see that before. It has a little pocket. How cool! I'm not the most observant person, apparently. So there's all kinds of goodies. There's some fabric that she shared with me. There's ribbon, some thread, some metallic thread. So I want to say thank you to Jennifer. This stuff is awesome. Of course, there had to be Harry Potter stickers in there too. So this stuff is awesome. I love it. I'm going to have lots of fun playing with this stuff, so thank you. I'm going to put that over there. Step back so you guys don't see a close-up of my face. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of other stuff that I thought I would share with you as well. Over on my Facebook page for my business, Handmade Heart, I had a contest recently. I had a giveaway that was asking people to post pictures of items that I have made in the past to win a gift valued at $25. Their names would be entered in a drawing, and I'd choose a winner from those who posted. Absolutely no one posted anything, and people started commenting to me, well, I don't have anything that you've made. And I'm like, well, how can that be? So I decided that rather than making it a contest where people had to post pictures of things that they have and all that, I would just say, this is what I'm giving away. What would you do with it? So what I did instead is the $25 item that I was going to give the winner of the original contest was a package of 15 cards, handmade cards, that they could then use and send out and everything. Because I really don't sell my cards on places like Etsy and everything, because I only charge about $2 for them. And by the time you take fees and everything away, I'm really not making money on them. So most of my cards, if I sell them, I'll just post a picture of them on the Facebook page and say, if you want them, let me know. And that's kind of how I do that, rather than posting them on Etsy or another site similar to that, that charges fees that I would not make money off of by the time I mailed them out and everything. So a lot of the cards I'll either keep myself or sell them in packets. I do on Etsy sell like packages of 10 cards or something. But these are just random cards that I have sitting around that I've made that I'm not currently using, so I thought, why not put them in a giveaway? So I had some that have been sitting around that I decided to put in this package of 15 cards. But I also made some other ones because I didn't want them all to be, you know, I didn't want 10 thank you cards and 5 of everything else. I wanted a nice variety of things if I'm going to be giving them away. So I had to make some other cards to go in the packet. And today, someone won the packet. I posted her name on the Facebook page and everything. And I'm waiting to get her information to send her the cards. But I made a few cards recently, and so these are a couple of the cards that I've made. Let's see if I can get some close-ups. So that's a sympathy card. I try to keep the sympathy cards very simple. I don't want a lot going on with those because when somebody's grieving, you really don't want like sunshines on a card. So I have 2 sympathy cards that are going to go in the packet that I made. And then I needed a few birthday cards as well because I personally use a lot of birthday cards. Birthdays, weddings, sympathy, and baby. I tend to make the most cards of because those are what I send cards out for people for anymore. Thank you cards and all of that. Occasionally I'll make those, but not very often. Because quite often people don't mail cards for those types of occasions anymore. So I think it's kind of nice on your birthday to get a birthday card, and you know, when you're having a baby, to get a baby card. It also makes it easier for when you're giving a baby gift. So a lot of those gift giving occasions and everything I still do actual cards for, but thank yous and such I don't as much anymore. So I use a lot of those, which means I didn't have a lot of those sitting around, so I had to make some birthday cards too. So here's one of the birthday cards. And here's another birthday card. This one's that one's kind of a juvenile birthday card. And then I also added, because I thought it'd be cute, to add something to the bottom of the envelope on that one. And I made a few other cards, but they are MIA at the moment. I have no idea what I did with them. I thought I had all the cards sitting in the same place, and apparently I don't. So I might be making a whole bunch of cards tonight to finish up this pack of 15 because I don't know where those cards went. They probably just fell behind all of my craft stuff back here, and they're behind the cabinets, and I don't want to pull the cabinets out to see, so whatever. It's easier just to make new cards. So I've made a few cards recently. I've also, like I said, I have a lot of friends having babies recently. And one of my friends, who currently hasn't had her baby yet, got, I think it's called a snuggler, I think is what it was called. A baby snuggler. Basically it's to swaddle a child in. It's a really simple baby swaddler that you don't have to learn like the folds of the blanket and everything for. So I found that fascinating. I thought it was really cool that this was made, and she's like, I paid $50 for it, and I said, you paid how much for it? Yikes. But I found this interesting, so I asked her if I could borrow it and try to make one of my own. Like I said, I don't really work off of patterns and everything. But there were a few aspects of the one that she had that I didn't like, and a few that I did like. So I thought I would kind of use some of my ideas and use some of the ideas from that and create my own baby snuggler, swaddler, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm calling it a swaddler. I don't know. But this is what it looks like. You can see it's just kind of a cocoon. But it has Velcro to hold the baby in. And the baby just slides in there, and then you Velcro them in to hold their arms tight. I used a flannel on the inside, so it's nice and soft and warm on the inside, and then just plain cotton on the outside. I just used whatever I had laying around because this was kind of a let's test it out and see what I get type thing. But the one that she had that I particularly didn't like was it was very straight at the bottom. It was just basically 2 pieces of fabric sewn together. And I'm thinking about me at night when I'm under my blankets and everything. That first night after I make my bed, and I do hospital corners on my bed. That first night that I make my bed and I have the hospital corners, my feet are kind of jammed and stuck down, and it's really uncomfortable until, you know, I kind of wiggle my feet around a little bit and loosen up the sheets down at the bottom by my feet so that I don't feel as tight in there. And I was like, that just seems like that's what that kind of is. The bottom of the snugglers, their feet are going to be really constrained. So I decided on mine that on this front piece I was going to add some darts to kind of give a little bit of extra wiggle room for their toes so they could wiggle around just a little bit. I have never seen a baby, even when they are swaddled, that didn't wiggle some. So I wanted to give them that wiggle room to kind of move around a little bit and not be so tight into things that it's uncomfortable for them. The other thing I did is up at the top, the one that she got was very straight. It was basically just a T, like a solid T. I added some darts up at the top as well, so that mine isn't so much straight, isn't as straight as hers was. And the reason I did that is so that it wraps around the shoulders a little bit better. We were playing around with it with a stuffed bear, actually, when she got it, because I didn't quite understand what she was saying when she said she wrapped the baby up in it like this. And so she got a stuffed bear and put the stuffed bear in it and wrapped it around. And I noticed that the shoulders weren't really constrained. It was almost like a straight jacket in the fact that it would kind of come across you like this and kind of hold your shoulders in. And I didn't like that as much, so I liked the idea of it kind of wrapping up and around the shoulders rather than across the shoulders. So I think that would work. I tried it out with a sock monkey that I have, because I don't have a baby around to test it with. So I tried it out with a sock monkey that I have to see, and it seems to kind of wrap around them a little bit better. And the only other thing I changed from the one that she has is I top stitched around the edge of everything when I was done. So everything has a top stitch on it up here at the top. I didn't do it down at the curve at the feet, so it's not top stitched there, but up here at the top where it wraps around, I did do the top stitch, because I was noticing with hers that when she did wrap it up, or when she would pull on it to pull the Velcro apart, she was getting a lot of shifting between the two fabrics, so between the liner fabric and the outer fabric. So I wanted it to be a little bit more secure than that, so things wouldn't move around as much. So I decided I was going to top stitch there, and I kind of like the way that it turned out. Couple things I will change next time. The Velcro that I used, I'm definitely going to be using a different type of Velcro. Next time I just used what I had lying around. Like I said, I was just kind of doing whatever with it while I had it, just to test it out. And I don't like the type of Velcro that I used, and I didn't sew it down. What I would like to do is I started to sew it down on the bottom flap here, and I don't like the fact that the stitches show through on the liner fabric when you do that, because I know with me it's a different feel to it when you do that. It's not the Velcro feel, but you definitely feel those stitches rubbing up against your skin and everything. So I think what I will do next time is actually sew them on to the outside fabric and then sew everything together, or the interior fabric, whatever fabric it goes on, sew it on first. Because the other thing is, if I was to sew these on, you would be seeing the stitches out here, and I don't like that look. I want it to be very clean, because I like the idea of possibly like embroidering a name there or something, and that's not something you would be able to do if you sewed the Velcro on last minute over top of everything. The other thing I don't like about it is I had difficulty going around the curve of these two pieces. So basically I cut out two pieces of fabric. I cut out the front flap and the back flap. And the back flap has the wings on it that wrap around and everything. And when I sewed them together and everything, I don't like the way they come together in that seam. It seems to get very bunched up in that area, and I don't like that, and I need to find a different way of doing it. I'm not quite sure what that is yet. I may have to play around a little bit more to figure that out. But all in all, I mean, this is a good start to try something different because, you know, how many baby blankets can you actually make before you get bored with them? So it's something nice and it's something different to do, and it's something different to give people as well. This particular one, I went ahead and decided why not go ahead and post it. Somebody may be interested in it, so I posted it for sale on my Etsy page. Nobody's been interested in it yet. I mean, a couple people have looked at it, but we'll see what happens with it. If there's interest in it, I may make more. Otherwise, I may just make them for friends when my friends have babies. One more thing. Like I said, I have been busy these past couple weeks, even though I haven't done videos. But I also have been working on the stole for my mother, the liturgical stole for my mother. And I have to do the backing on it and piece it together, and then it will be totally done. So I'm getting really close to finishing this. It's been a little bit of a slow process, but I'm happy to be finally getting it close to done so that I can get it to her. I have 2 pieces. Yay! Someone actually suggested that maybe I cut the cathedral window piece in half and do one on each side. And after playing around with quite a few other ideas, I really liked that idea the best. I decided anything else I did on the stole itself was just going to distract a little bit. And so I decided the two sides with cathedral windows with the solid white that would frame her face and everything and not be distracting around her face would be very nice. So I decided to go ahead and do that. So I have 2 pieces like that. And then I went ahead and I put all of the buttons on. I said I was going to do that because I didn't like the way some of the seams met up at the corners of the cathedral window. Now I have to do a backing on it so that we don't see all of that ugliness. So I have to do a backing on it, and then I want to do a cutout up at the top so that it forms around her neck and lays flat in the back rather than poking up and kind of laying around your neck like that. So that it lays flat, basically. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. I know I need to taper this upper half. I'm just not sure how much I need to taper. So I'll play around with that a little bit and figure that out here soon. But I'm really happy with this, and I'm hoping to get this done in the next week so that I can send it out to her in the beginning of September and have her have this for the holidays and everything if she chooses to have it then. Because this initially was supposed to be her Christmas present last year. I'm a little behind, apparently. But I had a little fun with it too. I put like a little rubber ducky button at the bottom, and then there's a heart button as well. So I just went through my buttons and found colors that matched and some fun ones as well. Because, like I said, there are fun fabrics in this. So that's getting close to done too. And that's everything I have. Yay! I told you I had lots. I hope everybody is being really crafty this week. I am going to hurry up and get this edited and then on the live journal page because I have a date tonight that I need to get to. So I've got a date tonight. I've been doing stuff to get ready for my new job that I just started. Did that earlier today. I have an independent sales job that I just started. So right now I have 3 jobs. I've got my craft business, my independent sales job, and this new job that I'm getting ready to start. I have a new relationship that I've just started that I'm going on a date with. So I'm a little scatterbrained lately. But anywho, so I will hurry up and get this up, and hopefully it will get posted before midnight tonight. If not, it's going to be a Talk to Me Wednesday. Sorry. But everybody have a really good week, and next time I make a video, I'll see you later. Bye.